Pirate Chain's really growing in
Yeah.
popularity, and it's a fork of Zcash
Yeah.
with pretty much all the technology that the ECC team, Electric Coin Company, had built with Zcash, but removing a lot of the criticisms that have been imparted on Zcash. And I love the guys over at Zcash. If you're listening,
Yeah.
I still love what you guys are up to. I love the efforts, but criticisms do what criticisms do. Throw them at us as well if you need to. But with Zcash, there was the trusted setup.
Yeah.
All right, that is getting eliminated with a most recent hard fork of Zcash to support Orchid. But the original trusted setup was a criticism. But more than that is that there's a slice of the mining rewards that go to a company, that go to the Electric Coin Company,
Yeah.
which I think then also delegates some to the foundation. So
Yeah.
a lot of people don't like that. I think it's neither here nor there. But if you're not a fan of a decentralized protocol paying a centralized company, then you might want to do something different. And that's where Pirate Chain came in. They ripped out the mining reward going to the ECC. And as well, they ripped out publicly visible, transparent addresses. So there's no way to do a transaction on Pirate Chain other than through these private stealth addresses. And that is another criticism. It's a criticism I've laid onto Zcash as well, which is why Monero has so much more adoption, is that there's no way to do a non-private transaction. All transactions are private by default. Privacy by default is one thing I'm a big fan of. And I think optional privacy, it's not as bad as no privacy, but it's like a 10x loss as soon as privacy becomes optional. You ever use Telegram?
Yeah,
Stefan? I'm pretty sure you have, right? But have you used Signal? I think we've chatted possibly on Signal before. So Signal is a privacy by default. Telegram is an optional privacy. And a lot of people got into Telegram in its early days, like 2014, 15. I got into it because crypto people introduced me to it. They got into it for its privacy.
Yeah.
Ironically, the privacy is optional and also kind of difficult to use. You have to jump through hoops to use it. And so people just end up using Telegram in a non-private mode. So it was almost like a bait and switch. Hey, there's this Telegram thing can let you do this great privacy, blah, blah, blah. But no one used it because it was hard. And I think that's the challenge that Zcash has right now, is that so much of the ecosystem that's adopted Zcash, especially the exchanges, they don't want to lose those exchanges. There's, as a company, ECC focused on adoption, it's fair that you want to get exchange support. But when you make mandatory privacy, you'll likely lose some of that exchange support. But I'm hoping a direction they want to go to.